Welcome back. It's the Flow Friday Sports Show on Flow FM, and we're having a look at the North Eastern Footy League with Andrew Mitchell, who is on the line with me right now. How's it going, Andrew?
Yeah, going well. Nice balmy day up here in the Clare Valley.
Lovely to hear. Not as cold as it has been throughout some of the rest of winter. Finally, a bit of sun coming through, although I'm sure you probably want more rain up around there in the Clare Valley and the northeastern areas. But let's get into some of these results because there's a fair bit to unpack here. It looks like the top sides are getting into finals mode and starting to separate themselves.
Yeah, no, that's right. No, definitely getting a bit of a separation between the top 3 or 4 and the bottom 4. So, yeah, starting to flex their muscles and, yeah, as you said, prepare themselves for finals.
Well, let's go from the biggest margin and work our way down. And the biggest margin belonged to the BSR Tigers. They absolutely belted Minman 23 goals 15, 153 to 1-5-11. Didn't quite see this margin coming. No,
that's right. Yeah, BSR obviously way too good. Great midfield, well coached by Matt Longbottom. They use the ball well. They're well drilled and, obviously put Minman to the sword. Obviously, Minman had Charlie Riggs out with state duties, and that didn't help.
Yeah, there's been a few players out on state duties that have skewed some of the results just a little bit. But, yeah, BSR Tigers, far too good. Ashley Bruce with a lazy 8 goals, and Riley Stanisnowski and Jackson Lee adding 4 as well. Comfortable win for BSR, easily on top of the ladder still with that big win. And the Southern Saints, not far behind them. They had a big win as well. I said we were going to go in order of biggest margin to smallest, but I've cheated here and I've put the Saints in. They won by 93 points, 20 goals 9, 129 to South Clare, 5-6-36 at Clare Oval.
Yeah, no, that's right. Clare Oval would have been tight and just how Southern Saints would have liked it, a smaller oval, and their midfield ball use and their hardness at the ball, they would have loved getting in there, probably a bit damp and wet there at Clare, and obviously used it well forward.
And the RSMU Hawks had a massive win as well. Their margin was just 1 point lower than the BSR Tigers' margin of victory. 26 goals 17, 173, a massive score to put up on BBH, who only scored 4-8-32 for a margin of 141.
Yeah, no, that's right. That is a huge score. We haven't seen many scores like that around North Eastern for a long time. So obviously RSMU are starting to get themselves together in a bit of form, and BBH are on the wrong end of it.
No one able to kick over the 10-goal barrier, but Ben Parkinson with 8. Jake Birchmore with 5 and Lachlan Hoyle with 4 goals as well. So some big bags of goals kicked there, and yeah, just some massive margins of victory. But we did have one nice tight game. It might not have been so tight if North Clare had kicked a bit straighter, but they did enough to get the job done at Blythe Snowtown. 9 goals, 17-71 over the Cats, 8-5-53.
Yeah, no, that's right. North Clare obviously didn't kick straight as they'd like, but got the job done. Take the 2 points and go into next week, I think would have been the message there from their coach.
Absolutely. Bank the points and keep on going. And North Clare, they've got a big game coming up this weekend. So that was round 11 done and dusted. And for round 12, it is, I don't know if they call it the Derby, or the Showdown or whatever it is, but North Clare hosting South Clare, a big crosstown rivalry.
Yeah, no, that's right. No, it's definitely the Derby here in Clare. North versus South. It'll be a big weekend for every grade. They'll love to pip each other in each grade and see who's the king of Clare. So, it'd be a huge game, a huge day in Clare, but I suspect North Clare will be too good for South in the A grades.
It was North Clare 15-10-100 over South Clare 6-9-45 when they met back in round 5. Long time ago now, anything could happen, but so they've got a long way to make up on that margin. BSR Tigers are probably looking at a pretty comfortable win over Blythe Snowtown. It's a home game for the Tigers, and you'd imagine they're going to be working on their craft and just trying to get in as good a form as possible with finals just a few weeks away.
Yeah, no, that's right. I think you've hit the nail on the head there, that they're going to be very tough to beat from here on in. Blythe Snowdown will go up there full of confidence, but I don't think it'll be enough confidence to get over the line against BSR.
These last couple of games are probably looking like being a bit closer. A good test for the Southern Saints. It's a home game for them. They're taking on the RSMU Hawks, and The Hawks have been a little bit up and down at times, but they're coming off a massive win and a very strong attacking performance. So are they any chance of the upset on the road here?
I would think it's unlikely, but the way RSMU have been playing, they have been bouncing or yo-yoing up and down. You don't know which RSMU is going to come to play at this stage, but I think Southern Saints would account for them reasonably easily. Their midfield's too strong, and they'll win the ball out of there at home and win the game comfortably, I'd suspect, down there.
Yeah, they have been a little bit up and down, but they'll certainly go into that one with a big task on their hands. They'll need to bring their best footy to beat the Saints, especially on their home deck. Last game of the round, it is the Minman Eagles travelling to play BBH at Borough. The Eagles won this one by 25 points when they met back in round 5, but it was 15 goals, 17, 107 to 13, 4, 82. So the Eagles could have won by more if they'd kicked straight, and I'm sure they'll be looking at another big win here.
Yeah, no, to get their season back on track and hopefully keep pushing towards the finals, Minman need to do some recovery work here and win this game and set themselves up for the next 4 or 5 weeks. I'd expect Minman to win, but anything can happen up at Borough, and it could be a typical Borough day where the wind will be blowing across the oval and it'll make things difficult.
All right, you never know what's going to happen out there. Big round for round 12 this weekend. 5 rounds left before finals. And as we said, those top teams are really starting to get into some pretty dangerous form. We'll see how it all plays out tomorrow. Good luck to everyone taking the field. Enjoy all the action. Andrew, thanks very much for that. We'll chat to you again next week.
Will do. Catch you later.